What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Anime Casuals. I am Lucky, and today it is time for
punishment.
For people who don't know, we did a little game involving Wikipedia, and I was one of the losers. And unfortunately, my punishment anime was Maken-Ki. At first, I was thinking, wow, you know what, Michael? This is actually kind of cool because I was actually going to watch that anyway. And then I watched it, and then I realized why it was a punishment anime. So Maken-Ki at its core is basically fan service. I mean, there is so much stuff I can't even show you because it's not like censored or anything. There's just straight up titties and panty shots galore. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how much is in this anime. But setting that fan service aside for a second, this story follows a young boy named Takeru as he ends up reuniting with one of his childhood friends, Haruko, as she shows him the ropes around 10B Academy. She's a year older than him, or 2 years older. I really don't give a shit at this point. He goes in there thinking, this school used to be only girls and now they're letting boys in. That's just wonderful. But then he soon realizes there is a lot more to the school than meets the eye when he sees his first duel on school grounds. Seriously, they ain't messing around here, and I'll be real with you, the action scenes actually weren't too bad. They're actually really well animated, albeit with tons of panty shots. Also, do you guys remember what I just said, how this was an all-girls school? Well, it actually completely contradicts itself because there's an episode at the very end which shows that there were actually boys at this school. So I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I mean, whatever. I mean, the plot wasn't exactly the strong point of this whole series. Takeru eventually joins Maken-Ki, which is basically the security leadership committee, all put in one. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, okay, what happens next? Not really too much. I mean, a harem develops with Haruko and this girl named Inaho and some other girls that probably shouldn't be liking Takeru. This anime was really, really dog shit. I really have to say this. I thought that I was gonna enjoy this, you know, some needless boobs here and there, but it's just so weird because this anime doesn't know where the fuck it's going. Like, it never knows. It's like, hey, why don't we have a deep backstory over here? Hey, why don't we have some fan service over here? Hey, why don't we have a harem over here? Hey, why don't we have sci-fi bullshit over here? Why don't we have an ancient mythology over here? It's like, dude, pick something and show it to me. Like, I can't handle all these different messages that you're trying to show me. And one of the worst things about this anime is the fact that season 1 and season 2 are so different, not just in animation, but also the fact that there was like this whole group that actually came in called Venus. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then there was this enemy that was going to be, you know, coming in, and, you know, it was kind of solved, but not really solved by the end of season 1. And then in season 2, they're like, hey, you know, all that really big enemies here, and, you know, there's this big overarching plot to take over the school and all this stuff. Yeah, fuck that. We are just going to show you titties and ass and titties and everything in between in the next season. Also, I mean, to be fair, it does have a lot better animation, but I mean, the first season was pretty well animated too, so it's not really saying too much. It's kind of like taking dog shit and spraying Febreze with it, you know? Like, it doesn't really cover up any of the main problems. Like, it's still dog shit that just smells like Febreze. Like, what the hell are you guys trying to do here? So this was a tough road, guys. Like, I kept on thinking to myself, when is this going to be over so I can watch good anime? And at one point, I actually had to watch really good anime in between watching this piece of shit anime because this anime goes on way too fucking long. I mean, listen, there's like 25 episodes or some bullshit like that. Like, I'm not gonna go back to Funimation to find out because I'm already done with my punishment anime. I'm fucking done. I watched it all. My eyes need to be seriously bleached out. And dude, this is coming from the guy that did a whole review on X-Arm. Like, look at this piece of shit. Look at X-Arm. Look at X-Arm. And I still thought it was a better series than this because of the inconsistency with this series, because this series is just all over the place. It doesn't know what it wants to be, and I am just, oh my god, this is one of the worst anime that I've ever seen. And that might sound surprising to some of you who are really into fan service. I know Johnny will probably be surprised that I'm saying this, but it has to be said, Maken-Ki is just not good. Does it have some redeeming qualities? Sure. Actually, one of them I really want to talk about is this episode right here. So there's this kid named Kengo, and real quick aside, I think this character was criminally underused. I feel like they were just like, oh, there's too many boy characters, which for people that don't know, there's like 2 or 3 3 male characters that show up like at once on a scene, and that's kind of it. Like, not even that many at a time, not nearly as many that were in the opening ceremony. And this guy is actually kind of cool because he's actually honest about how he is. Like, they're actually honest about him. It's like, yeah, he's a pervert just like Takeru, but he doesn't get all this free attention like Takeru does, so he has to do extra, and he's just a pervert at heart. It's like, hey, cool, kudos to you, man. But then towards the end of the second season, he gets this episode where he ends up taking over the school because the principal is like, you know what, if I give this pervert the school, then they'll appreciate me more and they'll want me back. And that's exactly what happens. But this guy was actually really funny. He was, I thought he was like the shining light in this entire series, because listen, he brought it back to realism. It was like, hey, we're all about titties and ass, and this is what the series is about. Whereas sometimes when it got too serious, I was like, I mean, what are you guys trying to do? Are you really trying to make me have feels with this anime? Because I mean, it's not gonna work at this point. I've watched too many titties, I've seen too much ass, I've seen too many panty shots to even give a shit about your stupid story, okay? But my boy Kango over here keeps it real, and when he takes over this fucking school, he takes over it with a bang. He does some crazy shit. He makes him do a limbo line in front of the school, or else they'll be marked tardy. Like, all this crazy shit, which he knows all the girls at least have a G cup, so he's like, nah, none of you guys are gonna get through this, and I'm gonna watch all of it. Also, all of his bodyguards are all dressed up like SS officers, which was the best part of this whole thing. Why? Because there's this awesome scene at the very end when the girls start to revolt and he's down in his little bunker. They're about to come for him, and they end up copying almost frame for frame this scene from Downfall with Hitler. And I know everybody knows this freaking scene because it's been memed way too much. But I had to show you like a little bit of the side-by-side because this was actually the episode where I was laughing the hardest. At the core of it, I feel like he should have been used a lot more instead of just focusing on Takeru as the main male character. Like, I get it's a harem, but you also have to have some other guys in there to balance some of that stuff out. And listen, I think that's the main thing holding Maken-Ki back, is the balance between these things. Like, yes, I know it's a fan service anime, but if I'm going to be watching this anime, I mean, it kind of has to be good. It kind of has to be reeling me in. And by like the 10th or 11th episode, I was kind of done. And I was actually surprised that it kept me that long. But this series was not that good. If you guys are into uncensored titties, then go for it. But listen, I don't really know who is going to be completely attracted to titties this big. I mean, they go all the way up to an I cup. Listen, all jokes aside, I didn't have a lot of fun watching this series. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about a 3rd season or anything like that. I actually thought this was gonna be a 50 episode slow burn, but luckily it was only 24 or 25 episodes, whatever. And listen, you might be thinking to yourself, well, he didn't go over the plot very much. Yeah, neither did they. So you can deal with that in your own way. I'm done with this anime. I'm done with punishing myself. Anime shouldn't be a punishment, but somehow I feel like the US is gonna replace waterboarding with this as one of their main torture methods, because I mean, this is just god awful. As always, guys, don't forget to keep it casual.